Are you intimidated of Linux? Have no fear, John is here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the basics of the Linux operating system with everything that you need to know to make you feel more comfortable to perform basic tasks and navigate through the Linux operating system. If this is the first time that we're meeting, my name is John Good. I'm a technology professional, a trainer, YouTuber, all of the above. There's no question that Linux can be intimidating. After all, many people spend a lot of their lives in the Windows operating systems at work and at home, and so Linux seems very foreign to them. I want you to sit back, relax, and get ready to learn. If you like this video, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support for the channel, and also check the description down below for links to full courses that I've created on other technology subjects. I also make sure to respond back to comments, so if you have any questions or you want to see certain types of videos in the future, let me know down in the comment section. All right, let's get into the video. Reading file contents. So we need to be able to read files throughout the Linux operating system. So one of the first commands that you learn when you're talking about reading files is the cat command. Cat will display all of the information in a single file. Think about this. You've already kind of seen in the demos, if you have a very long file and we use the cat command, that will spit it all out at once. It makes it very hard to consume information on a large file. It's actually an older command as well. More is a way to read the file contents one page at a time. And then you also have less, and there's a joke that less is more, but basically it's another version of more. So it will do it page by page. I highly recommend you use more or less commands. Generally, the cat command, it's not going to be useful, especially if you're reading large files, because you're going to have to scroll through everything. It's not going to be useful. So I'm going to show you what the difference between them are. So if we do cat on the etc file that we already had, see, this is everything in there, and it goes to the very bottom. So all of this information is in there, okay? So that's a lot. That makes it hard if it's a really big file. We can use the more command, and we can use the space bar to go page by page, and you can see that there's a progress bar on here too through the file. It makes it a whole bunch easier to read that. And then we can also use the less command as well. And the same thing, you can hit the space bar and it goes page by page. Now let's talk about moving or deleting files. So some of the commands around moving and deleting files, you have the move command, MV, and then you can move files from one location to another. We have the copy command, CP, and this copies files from one location to another. We have the remove command, or RM, and that removes a file, just like deleting a file. And then we have the RMDIR, RMDIR. So we're removing a directory. Now, what you'll want to do if you're using the remove command, you would use RM-RF and then the folder to delete everything with inside, because it recursively will delete everything. So let's go to the demo here. We can move this etc file to move it to the desktop folder. So we're going to move the etc file, okay, to now here's an interesting thing too. Since I'm already in this folder, in this location, to move it to the desktop, I would move it to the desktop like that, okay? We don't put a slash in the front here, because remember that slash represents the root file system, the root of the file system. So if we put a slash in here, there would have to be a folder called desktop in the root of the file system. If you remember, we are actually in the /home/John folder. Okay, so that's an important thing when you're dealing with files. So we're going to move the etc files into the desktop folder. Okay, Now you'll see it's no longer here. We're going to change directories into the desktop folder. And we're going to list the files, and then there it is. Okay. Now we're going to copy the file. So copy etc files. We're going to call it etc_files_2.txt. So the original file, and then what we're going to name it. Okay. Now we're going to list the files again, and we have an exact copy of that etc files folder. Now something interesting, because I have several files that are named the same thing, if I start typing one file name or one folder name, and then I try to tab complete, it will get the majority of what the files are named, and then it will stop there. So then you have to further describe what you want to use. So I'm going to do _2 and then press tab, and then it will go through. Okay, so an exact copy. Now we're going to remove the etc files to file. So rm etc files. Remember, I didn't fill it all the way in, so I need to do _2. And that is going to delete it. It is no longer on the file system. Now we're actually going to create a directory, which was not on this list of commands, but the command to make a directory is the mkdir. So we're going to make a directory, and we're going to call it test. Okay. So now we have a test directory. Now we are going to move the etc file into the test directory. So type test tab. So now in the test, whoops. And then again, that's what I was talking about, where you can't type a slash in front of a file or a folder that's in the directory that you're in right now. So we're going to list out the test folder, and there's the etc files. Now we're going to remove the test folder. So rm-rf test. Now I'm going to show you this real quick here before I do that, what it says. So if I try to just do rm, it's actually going to say this is a directory. I can't do it. And then if we look inside there, the file's still in there. So I'm going to do rm-rf test, and that just deleted the folder. So, question of the day: what is driving you to learn about Linux? Are you trying to do it for a certification? Are you trying to do it for general knowledge? Are you trying to do it for maybe a new job? Let me know down in the comments what your driver for learning Linux is. Remember to look in the description for links for full courses that I've created. Remember to leave a like and subscribe for future content so you don't miss out. And until next time, I'll see you later.